Hey everyone, what's up? Welcome back to Tech Curiosity Stream. If you're new, welcome to the family. If you're returning, it's awesome to have you back for another adventure. Smash that subscribe button and ring that notification bell. We're exploring the tech world, and having you along makes it better. Today, we're peeling back the curtain on game development. We'll explore the roles, code, art, and challenges. So grab a snack, get comfortable, and prepare to level up your knowledge. This is going to be fun. Alright, let's get into the meat of it. Why game development? Why is this a topic that gets so many people, myself included, so incredibly hyped? Well, think about it for a second. Games are more than just a way to pass the time. They are entire universes packed into our computers and consoles. They are a unique blend of art and science, storytelling and technology, logic and pure, unadulterated imagination. Creating a game is like being a director, an author, an architect, and a wizard all at the same time. You're not just telling a story. You are building a world for others to live in, explore, and create their own stories within. The sheer creativity involved is just mind-boggling when you stop and think about it. Every single element you see on screen, from the way a character's hair moves in the wind to the design of a rusty old treasure chest, was imagined and crafted by someone. Every sound, every piece of music, every line of dialogue is there to build a specific atmosphere and a feeling. Game developers are modern-day world builders. They get to dream up fantastic creatures, sprawling cities, and intricate puzzles, and then they use technology as their paintbrush and chisel to bring those dreams into reality for all of us to experience. It's a powerful and magical form of creation. And it's not just about fantasy worlds with dragons and magic either. Game development touches on every genre imaginable. You have intense, strategic simulators that can teach you how to fly a plane. There are heartwarming narrative games that can explore deep human emotions and complex relationships, sometimes even better than a movie can. You have puzzle games that challenge your brain in ways you never thought possible, and educational games that make learning fun for kids. The scope of what a game can be is constantly expanding, pushing the boundaries of interactive entertainment and proving it's a serious and impactful art form. Ultimately, the coolest thing about game development is its power to connect people. Whether you're teaming up with friends to conquer a difficult raid, sharing theories about a game's story with an online community, or simply sharing the joy of a new discovery with someone, games create shared experiences. Developers are the architects of these connections. They build the playgrounds where friendships are forged and memories are made. It's an industry built on passion, and that passion is infectious. It's a field where technology serves art, and art pushes technology to new heights. How can you not be curious about how all of that works? It's awesome. So, what is game development? At its simplest, game development is the entire process of making a video game. It involves dreaming up the story and characters to writing code and designing sounds. You have to anticipate where players might go and build rules for that entire universe. Game developers are the architects, engineers, artists, and storytellers. It starts with the concept phase, then pre-production, and finally production. After production, there is testing and bug fixing. It's the process of crafting joy from nothing but ideas and hard work. Alright, so when you hear game development, your mind probably jumps straight to a dark room, a computer screen filled with green text, and someone chugging energy drinks while furiously typing code. And yeah, coding, or programming, is a gigantic part of it. It's the skeleton that holds the entire game together. Without code, your character wouldn't be able to run or jump, enemies wouldn't know how to attack you, and the game world would just be a static, lifeless picture. The programmers are like the wizards who write the spells that bring the world to life, defining the physics, the logic, and the rules of the game. It is the fundamental language of creation in this digital realm. But here's the secret. Game development is so much more than just code. It's a team sport, a massive collaboration between people with wildly different skills. You have the game designers, who are the visionaries. They're the ones who come up with the core gameplay loop, the main thing you actually in the game, and design the levels, the puzzles, and the systems that make it fun and engaging. They map out the player's journey from start to finish, making sure it's challenging but fair, and interesting enough to keep you hooked for hours on end. They are the architects of fun. Then you have the artists, the ones who make the game a feast for the eyes. This isn't just one job either. You have concept artists who draw the first sketches of characters and worlds. You have 3D modelers who build those characters and environments into digital sculptures. You have animators who make them all move realistically and with personality, and you have user interface or UI, artists who design the menus, the health bars, and all the on-screen info you need to play the game. They create the visual language of the game, turning a world of code into a place you actually want to explore. And we can't forget the audio team. Think about your favorite game. Now imagine it with no sound, no epic musical score swelling up during a boss fight, no satisfying when you pick up a coin, no voice acting to bring the characters to life. It would be a hollow, empty experience, right? Sound designers and composers are crucial. They build the soundscape of the game, creating every footstep, every sword clash, and every atmospheric hum. They compose the music that sets the emotional tone, making you feel triumphant, scared, or sad. Game development is a symphony, and every single one of these parts is a vital instrument. So when you put all those pieces together, the code, the design, the art, the sound, what do you really have? You have the ultimate creative playground. There is literally no other medium on Earth that combines so many different creative and technical fields into one single product. It's where technology and art don't just coexist, they dance with each other. The artists dream up incredible visuals that push the programmers to invent new technology to render them on screen. The designers come up with crazy gameplay ideas that challenge the entire team to figure out how to actually make them work. It's a constant cycle of innovation and imagination. This is why game development is on the cutting edge of everything. The need to create more realistic graphics and bigger, more complex worlds drives advancements in computer hardware, like graphics cards and processors. The desire for more believable characters pushes the boundaries of artificial intelligence or AI. Game developers are constantly solving problems that have never been solved before. They're figuring out how to simulate realistic water, how to create believable crowd behavior, or how to generate entire planets for players to explore. They are pioneers on a digital frontier, constantly pushing forward into the unknown. And this playground isn't just for the developers. It's for us, the players too. A well-made game gives you a set of tools and a world, and then it sets you free. It invites you to be creative, to experiment, to find your own solutions to problems. Think about games like Minecraft or Tears of the Kingdom. The developers didn't prescribe one single way to do things. Instead, they built a robust system, a set of rules for how things interact, and then they trusted the player to be creative within that sandbox. That feeling of discovery of, I wonder if I can do this, oh my gosh I can, is a unique kind of magic. Ultimately, game development is about building worlds, not just for looking at, but for living in. It's about crafting experiences that can make you feel powerful, clever, emotional, and connected. It's a field driven by pure passion. People don't get into game development because it's easy. Trust me, it's not. They do it because they have a story to tell or a world they need to build, and a video game is the only canvas big enough to hold their vision. It is the most complex, challenging, and rewarding form of entertainment on the planet, and a testament to what people can create when they combine technology, art, and a whole lot of imagination. Every game from epic blockbusters to tiny mobile hits starts with a single idea, a spark. But where do these sparks come from? Not a magic button, but from everywhere. Movies, books, dreams, even a weird sound or a personal memory. Developers are sponges, soaking up the world and twisting what they see into something new. Sometimes it's remixing a favorite game mechanic, other times it's channeling a personal experience. There's no formula, just curiosity, observation, and a mind open to inspiration. The next billion-dollar idea could be hiding anywhere. Turning inspiration into a game starts with a simple question. What if? What if you're a plumber rescuing a princess from a turtle monster? Suddenly you have Mario. What if gravity could change direction? Or your gun shoots portals? That's how classics are born. The What If game is about pushing ideas to their limits, adding twists and finding the fun. The best ideas come from bouncing what-ifs around with a creative team, building on each other's wildest thoughts. Every great game starts with asking, what if? After what if, you need a high concept, a one-liner that sells your game's core. It's a lovely morning and you are a horrible goose. Instantly you get it. This pitch guides the team and excites everyone. Next comes a short concept doc. What's the gameplay loop? Who's it for? What makes it unique? Before big investments, developers build a rough prototype, just cubes and code, to test if the core idea is actually fun. If it's not fun now, it won't be fun later. From spark to high concept to prototype, this is how every game's journey begins. With a solid idea and prototype, it's time to build your team. Game development is a team sport. You need visionaries, planners, designers, programmers, artists, and audio wizards. Directors keep the creative vision, producers handle schedules and budgets, designers craft the gameplay, programmers make it work, artists bring it to life, and audio teams set the mood. Each specialist is vital, but collaboration is everything. The right team turns a cool idea into a real playable world. Assembling passionate, skilled people is the foundation of every great game. The team's ready. Now they need tools, and the biggest is the game engine. A game engine is the digital foundation. It handles graphics, physics, audio, and more, so developers can focus on creativity. Unreal Engine is known for stunning visuals. Unity is flexible and indie-friendly. Some studios build their own engines for total control, while beginners might use Godot or GameMaker. The engine choice shapes the workflow, capabilities, and even the game's look and feel. Picking the right engine is a crucial early decision. It's the backbone of the world the team is about to create. Once the game engine is chosen, teams use their specialized toolkits. The engine is the workshop, but everyone brings their own favorite tools. Programmers use IDEs, super-powered text editors, to write and debug code. Artists use software like Photoshop or Blender to create characters and environments. Texture artists use Substance Painter to create detailed materials. Animators use Maya or Blender to create character animations. Sound designers, level designers, and project managers also use specialized software to keep the entire team in sync. Building a game is about orchestrating all of these tools and talents into one seamless, interactive experience. We have the team, the engine. Now it's time to get our hands dirty with code. If the game engine is the foundation, then the code is everything that makes the car actually go. Every action you take in a game is powered by code. It's a series of logical instructions telling the computer exactly what to do. Programmers are problem solvers. The designer says, "I want the player to have a double jump." The programmer figures out how to make that happen. Programmers spend their days in IDEs, writing in languages like C# or C++. It's a constant cycle of writing, testing, and fixing. They are the digital wizards turning art assets into a living, interactive world. While programmers build the game's brain, the art team gives it body and soul. They create every visual element, starting with concept artists who sketch thousands of ideas. They define characters, architecture, and mood, creating a visual blueprint. 3D modelers then use software like Blender or Maya to build 3D objects. They meticulously construct weapons, buildings, and trees. Texture artists digitally paint surfaces, adding scratches, cracks, and realistic details. Animators create digital skeletons and painstakingly animate every movement. Finally, models, textures, and animations are brought into the game engine where lighting and VFX artists add the final touches. It's a massive artistic undertaking to construct the worlds we lose ourselves in. The game looks beautiful, but it's missing a key ingredient: sound. The audio team builds the game's soundscape, responsible for everything you hear. Sound designers create effects like footsteps and sword swings. Composers write the score, the emotional language of the game. Audio programmers implement these elements, triggering sounds and balancing the mix. Sound design brings the game world to life, creating an immersive experience. The game is coming together, but it's also hilariously broken. This is where the quality assurance tester or QA tester comes in. Their mission: find and document everything that is wrong with the game. A QA tester's job is to try and break the game on purpose. When a QA tester finds a bug, they have to write a detailed report. We're talking about thousands, tens of thousands of bugs. QA testers are the guardians who stand between a buggy mess and the polished experience we enjoy. The QA team fills the database with reports, and the bug squashing begins. These reports get assigned to the development team. A visual glitch goes to an artist, a crash to a programmer, a typo to a writer. The developer follows the QA tester's map to find the problem and implement a fix. This creates a cycle between QA and developers. This phase is also about polish, taking the game from functional to amazing. It's the little things that separate a good game from a truly great experience. Sometimes the most famous stories come from bugs like the creeper from Minecraft. Bug fixing is essential, turning a rough collection into a polished gem. So you want to make a game? It can feel overwhelming, so start small. Make a clone of a simple, classic game like Pong or Breakout. The goal is to finish something. Download Unity or Godot. Follow tutorials, experiment, and break things. Don't be afraid to be bad at it. Share your progress and ask questions online. Just start. Let's dive into some fun facts from the wild world of game development. Did you know Mario wasn't originally a plumber? In Donkey Kong, he was a carpenter named Jumpman. The budget for Grand Theft Auto V was more expensive than most Hollywood blockbusters. It has since become the single most profitable entertainment product of all time. In Street Fighter II, a bug that allowed players to string together combos became an official mechanic. No Man's Sky features over 18 quintillion unique planets that you can explore. How cool is that? And there we have it, everyone. We have reached the end of our quest through the absolutely wild and wonderful world of game development. We started with just a tiny spark of an idea. We assembled our fellowship of developers, the programmers, the artists, the designers, the audio wizards, and the heroic QA testers. We've seen the massive digital toolboxes they use, from powerful game engines like Unreal and Unity, to the specialized software that brings characters and worlds to life. It's an incredible symphony of talent. It is a testament to what we can build when art and technology hold hands and decide to create magic together. To show you that the games you love are built by passionate, hardworking, creative people. So the next time you're playing a game, maybe you'll look at it a little differently. You'll know that a whole team of someone spent countless hours making that exact moment perfect for you. And if you're one of those people who thinks maybe you want to try making something yourself, then I truly hope this video gave you a little push. Remember the tips. Start small, use the amazing free resources out there, and just have fun with it. Your first game doesn't have to be a masterpiece. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. You can do it. The world can always use more creators and more amazing games. Wow, what an adventure that was. Thank you all so much for hanging out with me today on Tech Curiosity Stream. I had an absolute blast diving into this topic with you all. Your energy and curiosity are what make making these videos so incredibly rewarding for me. I really hope you enjoyed this look behind the scenes of game development and that you learned something new or saw something in a different light. This is a topic we could talk about for hours and hours, and honestly, we've only just scratched the surface of this massive, ever-evolving industry. There is always more to learn and more to explore. Now I want to hear from you. This is the part where we continue the conversation. Jump down into the comments below and let me know what you thought. What was the most surprising thing you learned about game development today? Are you an aspiring developer yourself? If so, what are you working on? Or maybe you have a favorite making of story or a fun fact about a game that I didn't mention. I read as many of your comments as I can, and I love seeing the discussions that happen down there. It's one of my favorite parts about our community here on the channel. And hey, if you made it this far and you had a good time, please consider helping the channel grow. If you haven't already, go ahead and smash that subscribe button. It's free, it's easy, and it lets me know that you want to see more videos just like this one. And while you're down there, don't forget to ring that notification bell so you don't miss our next adventure. Every single subscription, every like, and every comment helps us reach more curious minds and continue our quest to understand the amazing technology that shapes our world. Your support truly means everything. Alright everyone, that is all I have for you today. Thank you again for being the best community on YouTube. It was an honor being your guide on this particular quest. Keep asking questions, keep exploring the things that fascinate you, and never stop being passionate about the things you love. It's been a pleasure, as always. See you in the next video. Until then, stay curious.